From being a lazy witch to substitute maid and lost items. Hello, Magi here, and welcome back to another episode of Top 5 Touhou Doujin Works, the series where I look over Touhou Doujin Works that I or you guys have noticed throughout the week and had the need to tell you guys about it. So, without further ado, let's begin the Top 5 Touhou Doujin Works number 27. Number 5. Being the chief maid, Sakuya has a lot of responsibility when it comes to the mansion. Cleaning, cooking, defenses, and all that. Regardless, even Sakuya can get bored, and that boredom can result in some rather scary situation, to be honest. How about making Marisa a maid created by Sakurai Makoto, or custom size, suggested by Shadow Lapis, starts with Sakuya being bored. Because of that, she decides twisting her neck 180 would be fun, and the fairies seem annoyed from it. I don't know about you, if I saw someone's neck twisted like that, I would freak the fuck out. We see that Marisa collides with Sakuya and is shitting her bloomers because she thinks she caused Sakuya's neck to twist. Due to this supposed injury, Sakuya makes Marisa a maid, with not much options here. It seems it will be a month before I'm fully recovered. Sorry, if there's anything I can do to help, then change into this. What? I can't be a maid? Then should I turn your head around? I'll change. Oh shit! This Sakuya ain't fucking around! And from there, Marisa goes on about being the maid while messing with her. If you're either interested in a sadistic Sakuya or a maid Marisa, then you might want to take a peek at this, no matter how crazy Sakuya can be. Number 4. So this next work follows in the same vein as the last one, where it features both Marisa and Sakuya, but in a different scenario, and much less sadistic one, I'd say. Eyre Scramble, created by Strange Chameleon, suggested by Plasma P, starts off with Sakuya searching for something. When she couldn't find it, she immediately headed straight for Marisa's place. And you know, I don't blame her for doing so. Related that it's Sakuya's pocket watch that's missing. Marisa tries to defend herself and complains about the treatment she's getting because, you know, being tied up due to an accusation isn't exactly fun. But the chief maid isn't fucking around here. Sakuya realizes that the place is rather dirty. Marisa was begging on if the place is too messy, Sakuya wouldn't bother searching. The magician clearly forgot what the chief maid's usual duties are, and that's bloody cleaning. We'll leave it at that as it gets funnier as it goes on. Let's just say that a couple magicians are going to be happy that their stuff is returned, that's for sure. Number 3. We know full well that Sanae is a shrine maiden and that she's originally from the outside world. We know that because of Mountain of Faith. My question is, what was her time like in Gensokyo before the events of the game? Full of mistakes, created by Polka, suggested by Antasma Sonic, is a work that focuses on Sanae and Kogusa. Kogusa tries to surprise Sanae to no avail. Sanae, being a cool gal, offers Kogusa cookies. Let's just say Kogusa is going to be wanting some cookies in the future. Although it appears that the two are becoming good friends, Kaneko isn't happy with the situation because of Sanae's position as a shrine maiden and role as a yokai exterminator. What I like about this work is that it takes a nice twist in terms of timeline, as Sanae and Kogusa met before UFO and were friends, and how what happened in this work eventually led to the meeting between the two in UFO. A simple yet bittersweet story about two different beings who were friends. Can't go wrong with that. Number 2. In canon, Patchouli is shown to have many health problems due to her profession, meaning she's not exactly the most physical girl out there. So what happens when this bookworm tries to explore the outside world? The witch goes on a trip created by Mikage Sekizai, answers that question. You just need to bring a gatekeeper to carry ya, that's all. After being inspired and trying to set foot on her own and failing, she figured mailing would be a better option than walking. So with that, the two are on the road. After settling Patchouli's stomach, they head to the human village and it appears to be a festival. Mei Ling laments, however, due to her job and missing out on the fun. They check out the Hakurei shrine, and with the prospect of Marisa being there, Patchouli starts to hustle. Again, she ain't exactly the exercise type of gal. Even Patchouli goes all tsundere on us. I'll admit, I was not expecting that. All in all, it's a fun work with Patchouli and Mei Ling hitting the road. And if that wasn't enough, there's a sequel which features Remilia as well. Double the fun for Mei Ling, that's for sure. Number 1. When it comes to the Yakumo household, we know the top dog is Yukari. Her Shikigami, Ran, is no joke however. Ran also has a Shikigami, Chen. By default, Chen is also Yukari's Shikigami. With that in mind, are you guys curious as to how Chen and even Ran became Shikigami? This next story delves into that. Chens Story, created by Yoko Cho, suggested by Ned Zukotsuki, is a story that starts with Chen dying. Shit! They didn't hold anything back! Ran sees Chen and decides to turn her into her Shikigami. Surprised at her new form, Chen sees that it was Ran who gave it to her. Ran explains the situation to Chen about how she's Ran's Shikigami. Not only that, she will be providing Chen training every day, and if she doesn't pass the tests that are given in the day, the relationship is over. The training goes by until she's given the final test, which is to enter the Yakumo household in 5 days. Chen achieves it in 3 but is in her cat form. Yukari notices Chen and demands Ran to give Chen. It looked as if it was the end for Chen until we see that Chen was only put to bed by Yukari. Nice on her. After that, Yukari gives a speech to Ran about what it truly meant to have a Shikigami. A speech I think any parent could agree on. I really enjoyed the story as its dynamic between Ran and Chen is the most unique I've seen so far. Instead of the more mother-daughter deal I see in doujin work, this was a much more stern and strict Ran, which really caught me off guard. But thanks to Yukari, things turned out better. If you're curious to see a story involving a different look at Chen's upbringing and such, you can't go wrong with this. But yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. Which doujin work are you going to check out later? Do you want to see Marisa being a maid at the Scarlet Devil Mansion? Are you down to see Patchley and Mei Ling do a little exploring? Or are you curious to see how different the relationship between Ran and Chen is compared to the usual stuff? If you guys enjoyed this episode, please give it a like and subscribe, or else I might have to deal with Patchley on my back. And I highly doubt I'll handle that as kindly as Mei Ling did. Either way, this is Magi, and thanks again for watching!